Welcome back to our TLC Reacts video. Today we have extremes of body types. Let's check this out.
I'm 39 years old and I have 8 kids. Since the birth of my 4th child, my hips have tripled the size. I'm skinny up top, but then where my hips are.
So that's pretty drastic. During pregnancy, the effects of the hormones on the ligaments and joints actually allow for the bony pelvis to widen a little bit and accommodate a delivery, and then that all just kind of comes back together within a month of delivery. This isn't that. This has nothing to do with the actual pelvic bones. This is a isolated, consolidated fat collection at the level of the hip. It almost looks like a condition called a lipoma, which is a fatty tumor, but you wouldn't have that just randomly on both sides of the pelvis.
My hips feel like jello. They're very wiggly. When I squeeze them, they move like all over the place. It's a really weird feeling. Before my first 3 pregnancies, my body was normal. After my 4th pregnancy, I wouldn't lose weight from my thigh area.
So in her particular case, as is common, she gained weight after pregnancy, but it looks like she's gotten in proximity to her pre-pregnancy weight everywhere else in her body except for these 2 fat pedicles in her hips on either side of her body. I'd be interested to see what Dr. Yoon, a plastic surgery YouTuber, has to say about this condition. In my mind, it seems like this is a plastic surgery case where you'd actually have to go in and remove that fat pad from either side.
My name is Kevin. I'm 27 years old. I live in a suburb of Chicago.
I don't have any broken bones.
But I'm addicted to putting orthopedic casts on my body.
Oh, come on now.
Casting is putting a cast on myself. I'm perfectly fine, perfectly healthy. I like the feeling of the cast around me.
Is he in some kind of a...
I've done like
in
2
medicine?
full arm casts, 2 full leg casts. I've
Why?
done 2 full leg casts and an arm cast. I've put on so many different casts, it's ridiculous.
A body cast.
What I love about casting is
Except
it
for
just
his
feels so
junk.
amazing and so snug and so comfortable. It gives me like this high that I just can't really get any other way.
Have you heard of Lululemon? I mean, you know, you can kind of get that snug sensation without, I guess, wasting. And I think there's a term for this. Is you're transabled, you're fully body capable of doing anything, but you pretend that you're disabled in some way. I don't know. I think this guy needs a better hobby.
I tried to stay on my best behavior for the past month.
7:35.
But it's ridiculous what I have to do to get people to respond around here. I need somebody in my room immediately. I have been waiting. I want this light off.
So you seem like you have an issue getting along with hospital staff, and I'm not liking what I'm hearing.
At times, you know, I sometimes I get frustrated. I tell them, if I act like a kid, I want you to treat me like a kid.
How old are you?
I'm 33 years old.
So it's time for you to grow up. It seems like this nurses are getting agitated with your behavior. I don't know what particularly is, but you need to work on that too.
Everybody has feelings.
Yeah, that's true. I'm glad you realize that. Let me put it in plain thing. You came from up north, but this is Texas.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna have to shape up in Texas.
Yeehaw. So this obviously is an unhealthy weight. When we look at weight classifications, under 25 is normal, 25 to 30 body mass index is considered overweight. Over 30, you then fall into the obese category, and then over 40, I believe, is morbidly obese. And so I'd be shocked if it wasn't north of 70, which that amount of weight creates a tremendous amount of strain on your heart and virtually all organ systems. Actually, Brendan Fraser did a great portrayal of a morbidly obese individual in the movie The Whale. It appears there's also some kind of a psychological disorder going on where he wants to act like a child, which is just a public service announcement. You do have to treat your healthcare providers, particularly the nurses that are really sustaining you. You're going to see a doctor maybe once a day, but the healthcare providers that are there really to help sustain and support your existence, your life, are not there to wipe your, although sometimes they are there to wipe your, can't reach around. I mean, I don't know, but they're not, they're not to be bullied, and as the doctor here at the end says, we're not doing that in Texas. These guys have a lot of work to do and a lot of calories to burn to get back to the ideal body size. You can burn a few calories too by reaching down there and hitting the subscribe button.